episode 7 of the beginner series, where I teach beginners how to play Pokemon Go. So, today we're going to learn about XP and our leveling system in Pokemon Go. So here is a list of a bunch of base XPs, and I have this spreadsheet, which I'll link in the description of this video. So you can see friendship is one method of gaining XP. You can get the most XP you can possibly get is for hitting best friends. That's 100,000 XP. Ultra friends is 50,000. Gigantamax battles are 25,000. And then some raids, max battles, and so on. Maxing out max moves will also get you XP. You'll get XP for hatching eggs. You'll get XP for doing raids. Research breakthroughs will get you XP. Evolving Pokemon. Routes. Defeating gyms will actually get you XP. Evolving Pokemon will get you a good amount of XP, and it's a very easy way to gain XP. Sending gifts actually gets you 200 XP. Catching Pokemon gets you some XP. Spinning Pokestops. Feeding berries. It looks like it only gives you Stardust, but it actually gives you 50 XP as well. And even when a Pokemon flees, you still get 25 XP for that. There's also a Lucky Egg, which is an item in Pokemon Go that allows you to double your XP for 30 minutes. So this column on the side will show how much XP you'd gain with an egg. So we have here modifiers. When you catch Pokemon or do max battles or some stuff like that, sometimes you'll get extra XP for doing something. For example, curveballs and nice throws will get you an extra 20 XP. Great throws, 100. Excellent throws, very easy, 1000 XP. It's very good XP. This is how most people grind XP. Catching Pokemon with megas will also get you XP. First throw catches will get you XP. New Pokedex entries. Using a Master Ball because you can't get a throw, so it actually counts as an automatic excellent throw. Max battles in person will get you a bunch of extra XP. Defeating all the Pokemon in a gym in one go gets you XP. New Pokestops will get you a bunch of extra XP as well. And yeah, new Dex entries for evolutions. There's also streaks that you can get for extra XP. So every day, your first catch of the day will get you an extra 1,500 XP. And on your 7-day streak, it'll be 6,000 extra XP. That's a lot of XP for one singular Pokemon catch. However, you can take this even further, which we'll see in the Max Per Method tab. Pokestops will give you 500 and 2,000 XP depending on first of day and 7-day streak. Routes will get you 2,000 the first per day, and then it'll get you 10,000 if you do your 7-day streak. So highly recommend you do your daily route to get this 10,000 XP. Gyms, when you spin gyms, is a little complicated. You don't get a set amount of XP. So if it's a new enemy gym, you'll get 25 XP. And if it's a gold friendly gym, meaning your team owns the gym and you've spun it or battled in it a lot, so you have the gold gym badge, you can get up to 125 XP. So to make a photo disc at a gym as good as a Pokestop, you actually have to have it as a gold medal. So Pokestops for XP are better than gyms, unfortunately. So this is our Max Per Method tab. This will basically show how much you can get maximum per catch, spin, max battle, route, gym battle, raid, egg, and friends. So this is actually useful. On the side here, it'll tell you if there's a how often you can do this. So catching, you can actually get 14,540, and if you have 4 times catch XP, you can get 5,160, which is wild. This is if you have 4 times catch XP and you use an egg. But from now on, I'll be listing the values with the lucky egg. Divide by 2 if you want the regular value. For spinning, you can get on your 7-day streak 4,800 XP. Max battles, you can get 55,500 XP, which is actually incorrect. This should be, well, instead of 25,000, it should be 50,000. But I'll switch to that later because we got a turn of max battles recently. Routes, you can get 12,000 XP and 24 with an egg. Gym battles, you can get 5,900 XP. Raids, you can get 26,000 XP. Eggs, you can only get up to 8,000 XP per hatch. Friendship, you can get 200,000 XP without any bonuses. But sometimes we have the times 1.5 bonus, in which case you can get 300,000 XP. And with the new best friends, with the new forever friends, this can actually, I believe, gain a 5. So you can now get 3 million XP. But I'm not going to change that permanently. But yeah, there's a lot of XP you can get. Now let's move on to leveling. So the leveling system in Pokemon Go. Here, this is level 80, so we're going to talk about this later. But for us, we have 70 regular levels and then 10 what I call elite levels. So the 70 regular levels just require XP to gain. You start at level 1 and you can work your way all the way up to level 70. You earn rewards along the way such as incubators, Pokeballs, and berries. Sometimes you'll even get stuff like lucky eggs or item bag storage. And occasionally you'll also receive some Pokemon storage. However, once you reach the elite levels, the leveling gets a little bit harder. You have to complete certain tasks as well as meet the XP requirements. For example, for level 71, you need 15 platinum medals, you need to power up a legendary or mythical Pokemon 20 times, make 999 nice throws, and catch 100 Pokemon in one day. Each of these levels now require a certain amount of platinum medals. So I will have a video coming out soon about how you can gain platinum medals fast. A lot of these levels will also require either a significant amount of kilometers or a time gate. This is so that players couldn't immediately get to level 80 when the update dropped in October of 2025. Some of these challenges are very difficult, but reaching level 80 will award 100 item bag storage, 100 Pokemon storage, the level 80 jacket, I think 7 lucky eggs, 7 star pieces, I believe 7 premium battle passes, and then a bunch of other rewards, as well as a max mushroom. So the rewards for reaching each of these levels are pretty significant. So if you grind and you can get to level 80, that's a huge achievement. Not many people have reached level 80 to this day. Although the update's only been out for a few months, people are still striving to get to level 80, including some of the world's best players. So don't worry about it if you haven't reached these elite levels yet. That's all I have for today. See you next week.